I'm excited, a little nervous, but mostly excited and happy. Just seeing everybody that we love and who loves us, and it's just very special. I think just the way that I feel supported and cared for and just always there for me. He's my best friend, and it makes me happy to come home every night. He's always there for me, and we're always laughing together, having a good time. I remember, I think it was maybe 3 months into us dating. I think he already knew, but it took me a little longer to really know. But I think we had one specific date on the Santa Monica Pier. It was very cheesy, very cliche date. We went on the rides. He won me some like stuffed animal. And I think we were just walking around the pier, and I just felt, that I knew that I loved him. Yes, so he had told me he felt that way before, and it took me till that night to say it. And I asked him to say it again first, and then I said it back. We've been together for 8 years, so I think we've had a lot of time together, and a lot of, we've traveled a lot, we've lived together for a long time, and I think the next step is probably just building a family together. So it's probably what I'm looking forward to now. Funny, caring, and patient. I also think he thinks I'm funny. We definitely have a lot of laughs together. He thinks I'm smart. I think he just thinks I'm a good person overall. Even when I have my doubts, he always has faith in me. So.
Not too nervous, feeling good. Been expecting to do this for a long time. She's my best friend. I don't think we can live without each other at this point, She's amazing. Best person for me. She's my soulmate, and can't live without her. Well, I know exactly when it was. I think it was like the 3rd or 4th date, which I'm sure she remembers vividly for other reasons. But we had gone to the Santa Monica Pier. It was very cliche and just, all the silly, classic, just all the things you would see in a movie. We went on the rides, we went on the Ferris wheel, played the arcade games, and won a giant stuffed animal. We like to, do things to their maximum, try to get the most out of a certain experience. I think I knew right then, as we were leaving, that was I knew she was the person who I wanted to be with. I think less than 3 months of us being together. And I knew it then. I guess it took 8 years for us to get married. We knew it really early on. Yeah, we like the cliche stuff. It's one thing to make fun of it. A lot of people like to, but there's the reason it's cliche, and you can just enjoy it. Starting a family, in a way we already are by getting married, right? Because now all these other people are joined together, so it is already making a bigger family. In 3 words, that's not enough words. I'm sure she's got the perfect 3 words for me though. She is beautiful, clever, and kind. But there's many more. I'd like to think she loves that I'm funny, but it's probably that I'm a giant teddy bear. But I think I keep her entertained, that we are perfect for each other. We can live in harmony together.
With a fire, with a glow, we found love, we won't let go. In the twilight of the night, see the colors burst in the sky, watch the world fade away. We're wide awake.
Deal between the 2 families that they're going to bring their children to the chuppah at an auspicious time. ואין להם זה על זה שום טענס, תביאס אבל נשארות לסקיים מה שהחסן הנ"ל בישראל סקלה הנ"ל. בחופה, קידוש קהילת משה וישראל, יום אחד בשבס, 30 יום, בחודש תשרי. מן שני הצדים, הכל במעט דקסו מפורש לאל במעט דקשו למקניה והכל שר וקיים. נאום מתתיהו דוד בן Moshe HaKohen Katzman. Yosef ben Ephraim. 8. Okay, you go for it.
Mazel Tov, Mazel Tov. Welcome everybody to this beautiful location. We made it. We arrived, guys. The weather couldn't be better. It's warm, but that's okay, right? We're used to warm. So, out of respect to the Chatan and Kala, the bride and groom, if I could ask everybody to please silence their phones during the chuppah, and don't answer them unless it's really important. So usually I like to have face people when I talk to them, but there's always a problem when it comes to a chuppah, because you can either face the Chatan and Kala, the bride and groom, or you can face everybody. So I'm afraid I'm going to choose them today because they are our bride and groom. They are our king and queen. And so they're going to get preference today. But please don't be offended. We have a microphone. We're going to start the ceremony today with a blessing on wine. As we always like to in Judaism, we always like to sanctify the physical and raise it up to something holy. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam Boirei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam Asher kiddushanu b'mitzvosav v'tzivanu al ha'arayos v'aseh lanu es ha'arusos v'hitir lanu es ha'nesuos lanu al yidei chuppah v'kiddushin. Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh amo Yisrael al yedei chuppah v'kiddushin. As is customary, of course, all Jewish weddings and other religions and faiths across the world too, it's customary for a ring to be given at this time. And in Judaism, as with most things, a transaction is done in the witness of two people in particular. So we're going to invite the ring witnesses up to join us up here to watch this.
At Mekudeshet li betabat zo kadat Mesheh v'Yisrael.
Mekudeshet, Mazel Tov, Mazel Tov. Thank you to the witnesses. You did a great job. You're hired. Okay, Joseph brought a beautiful new talit for this occasion. I think this would be a nice moment for him to put it on. And if it's new, you should also make a shechianu as the custom to make it a shechianu blessing. That Hashem God has brought us to this special or auspicious occasion.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvos havetzivanu lehit amet b'tzitzit. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shechianu v'kiyamanu v'higyanu l'zman hazeh.
Amen. Mazel Tov. Looks beautiful. You should wear it with a lot of simcha and pride, a lot of happiness, a lot of joy, all good things should come through this talit, through this chuppah. So this document attests to the fact that these two wonderful people are here getting married in this beautiful place on this day, which we will announce in just a moment when we read the ketubah. And of course, it's the last day in this special month. And it details the obligations, especially that Joseph is taking upon himself in this marriage. And as I've discussed this with Joseph, I had an opportunity to learn with him and study with him over the last few months. I think he knows what he's getting himself into here. Most of this is in Aramaic, so feel sorry for me, so I have to read it. But if you want an exact translation, come find me afterwards. Be'echa b'Shabbat, 30 yom l'chodesh Tishrei, shnas chamishes alfim shvameos, u'shmonim v'arba, l'vris ha'olam, l'minyan sha'anu monim kam, Temecula, California. Eicha Chassan Yaakov Yosef Shlomo Chaim ben Yosef HaKohen. Amalahada Basusa Nami Bas Alexander. Havila Inter Kadas Mushvisva Ba'ana Eflach Va'oike Va'izan Va'farnes Yasiche Leichi Kahilchas Gavrain Yodan Tefachim Makrain Va'zanin Va'farnesin L'Sheikhan B'Kushta V'Yavinan Leichi Mocha Ba'Suleichi Kesazuzi Masan Dachazi Leichid Madaraisim Zachaichi B'Chusaichi V'Supuchaichi Ma'ala Loisaichi Ka'irach Ka'ara Utzvias Mars Nami B'Susada V'Havas Lei La'anta V'dan Dunya Tanas Lei Mebei Aruha Bein B'Kesa Bein B'Zav Bein B'Tachshitin B'Mani De Levusha B'Shimushi Dira B'Shimushi Da'arsa Hakol Kibal Alav Yaakov Yosef Shlomo Chaim HaKohen Chassan Dinan B'Mezuk Kesef Saraf But Savi, Yaakov Yosef Shlomo Chaim, HaKohen, Chassan Dinan, V'hoisiv La Min Delay, O Meir Zukuk Kesef Saraf, V'cherim Connect, and Sachakol Masan Zukuk Kesef Saraf. V'chach Ama, Yaakov Yosef Shlomo Chaim, HaKohen, Chassan Dinan, Achrei Shtad, Kesuf Dada, Ledundidin Versef Dada, Kapis Alai Va'al Yarsei Basrai, Hispara Mekosh, Hispara Mekoshafa Arag, Nechasim Mekinyanan, the Isle, Chaz Kol Shemaya. The kind of the acid, Anna Lamakanya, the Nechasin, Dislahon Achres, the Laselhon Achres. Kuhona Johan Achrein, Arbain, Lifar Minhon, Stakasuf the Dunidin Versef the Da, Minaim, Vafilo Min, Galbima Al Kasfai. Bachai, Vasachai, Min Yoma Denan, Lo Ilm Achres, Stak, Kasuf the Da, the Dunya Din Versef the Da, Kibal Alav. Yaakov Yosef Shlomo Chaim HaKohen Chassan Denan Kachim Kol Stars Shtari Kasuvas Vasosafos Denahagim Bavanos Yisrael Hasun Kasikin Chachmin Zechron Levracha Dela Hasmacha Dela Katofseish the Star Vekinyan Amen Yaakov Yosef Shlomo Chaim Ben Yosef HaKohen Chassan Denan Lamars Nami Bas Alexander Besusadad Al Kol the Ma the Kasav of First Bamana the Kasha the Makanya Bay of Hakol Shar Vekayam Nu'um Matasiyahu David ben Moshe HaKohen, Nu'um Yosef ben Ephraim. Those are the two witnesses at the end. And you can, maybe one of your parents could hold that for you for the duration of the chuppah. So in a minute or two, maybe 3 or 4, we'll see. The sun's set over here, so we're not sitting in the sun anymore. So maybe I'll take 20 or 30 minutes. What do you say, guys? I don't know. As I said yesterday, I don't like to be too long, but we are in this most immaculate, beautiful location. Joe and Naomi, take it in for a moment. Look at the beauty around you. It's incredible. Kind of reminds you of something? Maybe? Garden of Eden. Is that what you were thinking, Dr. J? The Judean Hills? Okay. Of course, we always have to remember Israel at a time like this especially. But I was thinking the Garden of Eden. And you know, Joe and Naomi, I want to thank you so much for inviting me to be part of your wedding here today. Coming all the way out from Philadelphia. We flew over Kansas City, actually. Funnily enough, as we flew over Kansas City, the pilot said, we're just a little south of Kansas City right now. And I looked out and I looked like Kansas City to me. I don't know how. And then we were carried on down. And it was a beautiful journey. And the truth is, I really have to thank you more than you should thank me. Because I was always hoping, for many years, maybe I get to do a wedding around about this time of year. And this, I don't know if you realize, but this day is an incredible day. Why? Because yesterday at your Ufraf, at your Shabbat Chatan, we read the Parsha of Bereshit. And what was that Parsha? What was the centrality of that Parsha? It was about two people living in a beautiful space. And guess what? There was no one else there. It was just Adam v'Chava. Just two people. That's all. And that is your space right now. It's just you. There's nobody else. We block out all the other noise, all the other sounds, all the other feelings and emotions, and it's just about Adam and Chava. It's just about Joseph and Naomi. Take this feeling in. Take this moment in. Remember how you feel like you're an Adam Chava. Why didn't Hashem create these two people? There's nobody else for them in this world. That's why they are the paradigm and the blessings that we're going to say in a minute or two. It's themed around the Garden of Eden and around Adam and Chava, around Adam and Eve. Why? Because there is nobody else for them. They're living in a beautiful, blissful state with nobody and nothing else to interrupt, interfere, and distract them from the service of love and dutifulness and giving towards each other. So here we are, the day just after we read that. What a beautiful thing. And then we go into this week, Parshat Noach. That's how we then go on. The world was so beautiful, but then it wasn't suddenly. And Noach has to build this teva, this boat, to escape this flood that's going to come to the world. But what happens the second that Noach gets out of this boat? What does he plant? Plants a vineyard. Couldn't have written the script better, guys. Here we are in this beautiful... Some people say, because he wanted to get drunk. He'd been a long while on that boat already. He wanted to have a l'chaim already. But others say he got off the boat and he says straight away he planted a vineyard. Why? He wanted to start building. When there's something that's broken in this world, we start building again. So that's really where you are in your marriage. That please God, It should be for many, many, many long decades of health and happiness, joy, simcha, love. That you are Adam and Chava, you are Adam and Eve here in this Garden of Eden. And you take that energy and you bring it into the next stage of life. For what? For Natia V'Binyan, for planting and building. That is what you're going to be your whole life. Planting and building, giving, loving, cherishing each other. Understanding that you are the Adam and Eve. But then how do we really create that into our life? How do we pull that into our life? Constantly planting and building, investing in your relationship, in the love that you have for each other. It should be a life full of many smachot, full of much, much joy, a lot of love, a lot of laughter, a lot of life, a lot of simcha. Joseph and Naomi, mazel tov, mazel tov, mazel tov. We're going to carry on with the 7 blessings that I just referred to, and we're going to invite various people to come up. David's in charge, so we're in trouble. Oh gosh. Okay. David's in charge.
Honored with the first blessing, David Daniel ben Shlomo Chaim HaKohen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei pri hagafen. Amen.
Honored with the second blessing, Moshe Mordechai Yehoshua ben Chaim Tzvi HaKohen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, shehakol bara lichvodo.
Amen.
Honored with the third blessing, Chaim ben Avraham.
Baruch atah Adonai, Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, Yotzer ha'adam.
Honored with the fourth blessing, Alex ben Max.
ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם, אשר יצר את האדם בצלמו, בצלם דמות תבניתו, והתקין לו ממנו בניין עדי עד. ברוך אתה אדוני יוצר האדם.
Honored with the fifth blessing, Julian ben Esther Moshe Mordechai.
סוס תשיש ותגל ההכרה, בקיבוץ בניה ובנותיה לתוכה בשמחה. ברוך אתה אדוני משמח ציון בבניה ובנותיה.
Honored with the sixth blessing, Ron ben Julian.
שמח תשמח, רעים חרובים, כשמחך יצרך בגן עדן מקדם. ברוך אתה אדוני, משמח חתן וכלה.
Amen.
Honored with the seventh blessing, Yosef ben Shlomo Chaim HaKohen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, Yasser bara sasa v'simcha chatan v'kala, Yasser bara sasa v'simcha chatan v'kala, Gila rina yitzav v'cheva, ava v'eva v'shalom yerehu. Mahara Adonai Elokeinu Yishma B'Korei Yehuda B'Chot Yerushalayim Kol Sasan V'Kol Simcha Kol Chatan V'Kol Chala Kol Mitzvot Hanyonim V'Chukim Naharim Misharata Nagin Ranatam Baruch atah Adonai, Mesameach Hatan im Chala.
Amen. Especially at a time like this, it's important to remember Jerusalem, to remember Israel, and that things aren't exactly as they should be. And so we traditionally do sing a song, Im Eshkachech Yerushalayim, if I should forget you, Jerusalem. So we're going to sing that, and afterwards, Joe's going to break the cup. And it's going to be the last time he's going to put his foot down. That's the truth. Although I have a feeling that ship may have sailed a while ago. I'm just kidding. It's an old joke. Im eshkachech Yerushalayim, tishkach yemini. Tidbak lishani lechiki imlo eskerechi im eshkachech Yerushalayim תשכח ימיני, תדבק לשוני, לחיקי אם לא אזכרכי, אם לא אעלה, אם לא אעלה יס ירושלים, על ראש יחסי, על ראש יחסי, אם לא אעלה, אם לא אעלה את ירושלים, על ראש יחסי, על ראש יחסי. Mazel tov, mazel tov.
Wherever it may take us, wherever it may lead,
Mazel tov, mazel tov, mazel tov, mazel tov.
follow the horizon, follow your heartbeat, chasing the unknown. Full speed, we follow our feet and discover a bit of gold at the end of the rainbow. Ooh, ooh, ooh. We never know what it holds, what's been waiting around the corner. We never know what it holds, chasing the unknown. Wherever it may take us, wherever it may lead, chasing the unknown. Follow the horizon, follow your heartbeat, chasing the unknown. The moment we waited on forever, forever is the moment we waited on forever, chasing the unknown. Wherever it may take us, wherever it may lead, chasing the unknown. Follow the horizon, follow your heartbeat, chasing the unknown. Chasing the unknown. Chasing the unknown.
In this beautiful place, witnessing your wedding, surrounded by so many people who love you, appreciate and admire you. I've watched you from the time you first met, more than 8 years ago, developing this wonderful bond, step after step, and protecting it from so many things that happened during these years. You were both so different then. Naomi, you were a shy professional ballerina who had little interest in the world outside the stage and studio. Somehow, you found your way to Beit Moshe on that Friday evening. Now, you are starting a new career as a physical therapist after finishing your graduate studies at Columbia. Joe, you are learning to deal with the Hollywood jungle and found stability as part of the Simpsons team several years later. However, what hasn't changed is that marvelous glow, the smiles and the eye contact when you are talking to each other. Yeah. Once I noticed in an overcrowded, sweaty subway in New York, you were so absorbed in your conversation for almost 20 minutes, creating a bubble of happiness in the sea of stress and discomfort surrounding you. Look at the glow in your eyes and don't let us disturb you. Don't let anyone or anything divert you from keeping this flame alive throughout the years for your entire lives. I want to thank, my wife and I, we want to thank all your guests, all our guests for coming today. For most of you, it was either a long drive or a flight or even an international flight. For instance, my cousin Julian and the Apple family from Canada, my oldest and best friend Sylviane coming all the way from Israel despite everything. Thank you so much, and thank you all of you for your commitment. To the young couple, it's very appreciated. It's a comfort for us and for them to know how much you care. We have also said that some of our dear family members and friends could not be here for different reasons, such as our son Maor and his family from Israel. We are really, really missing you, and we love you. We are also grieving the tragic events in Israel and hoping that peace and healing will return soon, and sanity. Naomi, your mother and I are blessed to be your parents, as we told you so many times. You are smart and also wise, beautiful, mindful, generous, and caring. And this is just a summary from the speech your mom gave yesterday at the wedding rehearsal. We are really blessed to have you. And all these qualities you inherited from your mom. Angie, your daughter wrote on a birthday card that you are the best person that she knows, and I also subscribe to that. Joe, everything I said about Naomi applies to you too. We and your parents have so many reasons to be proud of you. Life is complicated. Although today is all about joy and fun, life also brings stress, pain, anger, and frustration at times. I'm convinced that you have all it takes to overcome any future challenges. I'm praying to add luck to the impressive number of gifts you have. Yes, life is complicated, but no one is supposed to go through it alone. With a lot of patience, step by step, you've built the emotional, financial, and spiritual foundation for a new, healthy family. We, the Shapiras, are today a small and dispersed family. Therefore, I'm so glad to see the large presence of the Robinov family. Margin J, we appreciate your values, generosity, and kindness. Thank you for inviting us to your home multiple times and making us feel part of a larger family. Naomi and Joe, we know that both of you love children. May you have your own healthy, beautiful children, and may you enjoy raising them as much as your parents enjoyed raising you. May all of dreams come true, even those that you don't dare to dream today. Thank you for reminding everyone present tonight about the joy of being young, being healthy, being passionate, filled with hopes and ideals. Thank you for embodying the joy of love. Mazel Tov and Am Yisrael Chai!
From Simcha to Simcha. Just over a week ago, we completed the wonderful, joyous holiday of Sukkot, Shmini Atzeret, and Simchas Torah. It's a holiday of pure joy and a holiday where we're commanded to be happy. And now we're coming to our own family Simcha, and yet in between a world history event has occurred that we never dreamed about or hoped for or ever expected. And I'm just happy to think that we are here for your Simcha. We've gone from a sukkah, which is a spiritual home, to your chuppah, another beautiful spiritual home. And may they be representative of your own home of beautiful joy, peace, security, and happiness. And Joey, as my oldest son, I'm finally glad that you, after a somewhat prolonged period of time, finally got engaged and tied the knot. We watched our watches way too long. We're happy for both of you. We want you to have great success, great happiness, pour vous, children in the future at the right time. And Joey, as our oldest son, you've always been very sensitive to all your siblings, sensitive to your parents, always showing great intellect and great sensitivity. And it's something I admire, and I hope to rise to your level of intellect and sensitivity in my own life.
Something in your eyes was so inviting. Something in your smile was so exciting. Something in my heart told me I must have you. Strangers in the night, two lonely people, we were strangers in the night. Up to the moment when we said our first hello, little did we know, love was just a glance away, a warm embracing dance away. And ever since that night, we've been together, lovers at first sight, in love forever. It turned out so right, for strangers in the night. Love was just a glance away, a warm embracing dance away. And ever since that night, we've been together, lovers at first sight, in love forever. It turned out so right, for strangers in the night. I'm awfully low when the world is cold. I will feel it glow just thinking of you and the way you look tonight. Oh, Liam, you're gonna get her. Why don't you come around? Yeah, I'll come around. Oh, but you're lovely with your smile so soft and your cheeks so warm. There is nothing for me but to love you just the way you look tonight. And now Joey and his mother Marjorie. Come on up and join them. With each word, your tenderness grows, tearing my fear apart. And that laugh, that wrinkles, you know, just touches my foolish heart. Lovely, never ever change. Now we're going to invite the whole bridal party up. Any of the bridesmaids, parents, come on up.
I grew up with cats my whole life, okay? I like cats. Cats are great, right? Cats are wonderful animals. And our cats, you know, you pet them and they purr, and you feed them and they look at you, and they shed a lot and they tear up your furniture, but they're cats, and, you know, the cats are great. COVID hit, okay, and we got it's really cliche, but we got the COVID dog, okay? This was a dog that my daughter and my wife were supposed to pick out, okay? And they were going to take care of, and it was going to be their dog. They were going to walk it, and they were going to take care of it, okay? This is completely true, okay? So we got the COVID dog. It's now my dog, okay? Now, and let me just say, I never had a dog before, and I learned something about the dogs. Okay, you go away and you come back and the cat's pissed off at you. Okay, the cat just doesn't like you anymore, and you have to earn the cat's purrs again. Okay, you go away and the dog, when you come back, the dog, it's like, you came back to me, and it starts wagging it wags its tail so violently, its whole butt moves. We call it wiggle butts at our house, okay? It comes home and it gives you wiggle butts, okay? So, okay, why am I telling you this story about cats and dogs? Okay. Sometimes when Joe and Naomi would visit, Joe would arrive early, okay? And then Joe would be at the house. But it wasn't really Joe who was there. It was Joe the dog waiting for Naomi, okay? Joe would not be Joe until Naomi arrived. And once Naomi arrived, we would get the wiggle butts, okay? I want to just tell you, it's all about the wiggle butts in this. And I kid you not, he was not a whole human being until Naomi arrived. I mean, right, Sid? Is that not true? I mean, yeah, we want to take him to a doctor or a veterinarian or something because he was just not a human being at that point. But then Naomi arrived and we got Joe back. Okay, so here's what I say to Joe and Naomi and to all of us. May we all have someone who waits at the door ready to give us wiggle butts when we come back home. To you.
Is Joseph here? Buckle up, buddy. I know most of you in the room. For those who don't, I'm Joseph's younger brother, Aaron. My wife, Kaylin, and I have seen Joseph and Naomi together build and create a beautiful, loving relationship. It was pretty clear early on that things were getting really serious when Joseph came to us and started enthusiastically telling us everything we need to know about all the different ballets he had recently been to. We got lucky that Naomi chose to go to school in New York where we lived, which allowed us many more opportunities to spend time with both of them and watch the relationship grow and flourish. Perhaps the luckiest of all was our dog, Penny, who you both have a very special bond with. She begs when she hears your name, who she knows as Big Uncle Joey, and she can't hold in her excitement when you come to the door. We still apologize about that pair of shoes. We have made many great memories over the years, going to Broadway shows, having many meals and holidays together, and who could forget we went to the ballet together. We now appreciate all the FaceTime calls we get, which I noted started precisely 7 months ago when we had our first child. We even got to share your engagement in New York with you guys, which was on March 20th, which, as everyone knows, is National Engagement Day, which checks out. You can Google that right now. Which was either just a mere coincidence or Joseph's like the corniest guy ever. You both have many things in common. You're both such caring and kind people. You both have such a deep connection with Israel and the Jewish people. You both love to bake and you love to eat out. I mean, everyone loves to eat out. That one was pretty easy. You both have also acquired a taste for the interest of the other, namely for Joseph, the ballet, and for Naomi, the Kansas City Chiefs. Now, Naomi and I share something uniquely in common, just the two of us, which is that we've both shared a toilet with Joseph for almost a decade. I really hope his aim has gotten better. Now, even though I'm younger, I've been married for 5, and I thought I'd share some marriage advice, as one does. But my wife reminded me that I have to share good advice. So, no, in all seriousness, I thought I'd share something that I've learned over the years and something that I thought I could pass to you, which is that today, now that the transaction is out of escrow and has closed, you both are not just passing on to the next chapter in your relationship, but you're really transforming your relationship. Your relationship is no longer that of two separate individuals, but you are one combined unit. And though, you've lived together previously, you've been together, as you've been reminded several times already, for 8 years? But now things are totally different. You're one family unit, and, my wife and I, and on behalf of all the other Robinos as well, would like to welcome Naomi and her family into our family as we all become one unit together. And just thank you all for making this such a special event and evening for all of us, and we wish you all the best.
Thank you so much. Over this past summer, I had the pleasure of spending a lot of time with Naomi as she had her rotation in Kansas City. And after growing my entire life under the expert tutelage of Aaron and Joe, it was really wonderful to be around you and to grow closer with you, and I greatly appreciate it. There was one story that Joe told me never to share with anybody. You took me to visit Brandeis when you were in college. It's a bunch of smelly basements, and showed me what it was like to live alone for the first time. It wasn't the first thing that you ever taught me. In fact, most of the parts of myself that I'm very proud of come from you and Aaron. And I just really greatly appreciate it. Laura, our sister, has been married for... Lily, how old are you? I think it's 11 and a half years. No, I know it's 11 years. Lily's 10. And she gave me one great piece of advice a long time ago, and if I could impart it to you, I think that's the only thing I could ever teach you. It's to find somebody that can make you better, and I think each of you have really done that. You've both grown up a lot in the past decade. And I really think you guys do make each other better, and I can't wait to see what happens in the future. I love you guys so much.
Hi everyone, my name is Lauren. I'm Naomi's friend from physical therapy school. Thank you all for being here to celebrate Naomi and Joe on this special day. Naomi and I were randomly assigned to be lab partners the second semester of PT school, and I remember thinking all I know about this girl is that she posts a lot about classical music on Instagram. A few weeks after we became lab partners, one of our teachers announced to the class that Naomi was the only one in our class to score an 102% on an ortho exam. I definitely did not get an 102%. Let's just say I passed. So being her partner was going to be rough. But I was so wrong. I would not have made it throughout all of the lab practicals and exams without our countless study sessions. Thank you, Naomi, for always answering my never-ending last-minute questions. Naomi and I became so close during school, and finding out that she lives in LA while I live in New York was so upsetting. The only thing I miss about PT school is getting to spend time with Naomi every day. Naomi is one of the most hardworking, kind, caring, motivated, determined, and compassionate people I have ever met. She has always been there for me when I needed her, and I am so thankful to have a friend like her. Whenever Naomi and I would be anxious and stressed out about school, which was 99% of the time, Joe was always there to comfort her. In fact, he would admire her and say that she's so cute when she's stressed out, and I found that to be so sweet. When I first started seeing Naomi and Joe together, I immediately noticed their unbreakable bond. Joe would always want to be by Naomi's side no matter what. Joe is always patient with Naomi and would do absolutely anything to make her happy. He would bring her lunch and her yoga mat to campus when she forgot them, and he would never complain. Instead, he would be so happy to see her in the middle of the day. Naomi and Joe set out to be the best tour guides in LA when I visited them. Naomi said, "Joe, you're driving," and they took me to get the best food and see the most beautiful views in LA. At the end of the day, we ended up at Malibu Beach. I watched Naomi and Joe walk on the beach holding hands, and it was such a beautiful example of how much they love each other. They really are each other's best friends, and they complement each other well. I've seen them together when Naomi is happy, sad, anxious, stressed, and I know that Joe is the only one that can truly make her feel at ease. Congratulations, Naomi and Joe. You guys are lucky to have each other, and I'm so excited to see what the future holds for you both.
1, 2, 3. I saw a cute fluff ball at the coffee shop. I asked, can I pet it? She said, me or the dog. I said, whoa, quick wit. She said, pull up a chair. I got 1,000 dad jokes I've been wanting to share. She had me in stitches, fully tickled. Dada, hotter than Rickles. She said, my friends are going out tonight and we're all going out. You wanna come with? I said, I can't party. All right. I said.
I can't remember my lyrics either.
She said, you really should reconsider. My friends, they are a blast. Alright, I'll play drums. Yeah, help me out with the lyrics. Just go on that mic. Second verse. She would really reconsider. My friends, they are a blast. And if you haven't done that, you can always crash. In my mansion, that they all have fun. And design fool around after we are fed. My private chef is vegan. My private chef is great. Name your favorite meal and she'll put it on your plate. I thought, wow, she's rich and clearly a smarty, but I needed to reiterate. I can't party. I can't party.
So go easy. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. On me. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. 'cause you make me feel